Hello, my name's Rob and welcome to Swift Slots. So, yesterday I went to the Gaydon Slot Car Festival 2024 and I have to say I was extremely humbled by the number of people that came up to me and wanted to say hello and wanted to have a chat with me about the channel. I didn't expect as many people to be interested in my channel as they clearly are, and I was also amazed at how many people brought up the Supervan model and also the older video of me making the Pendle Slot Volvo. A lot of you guys have gone out and you've bought those models and you were talking to me about how to go about making them and asking me some questions on those, as well as a broad spectrum of other questions, and I'm very pleased to help you do that. And I'm really humbled that you actually wanted to take the time out of your day to talk to me. Like I say, I don't think that what I do on this channel is particularly difficult or particularly interesting to most people, but it clearly is of great interest to some of you, and I'm very appreciative of the conversations I had with you. And again, if you see me at any other shows and you want to come up and have a chat, I'm more than happy to do so. I don't mind at all. And if you want me to help you outside of the video content, to help you choose an airbrush or help you choose some paint or a kit, or want my input on any of your projects, I'm extremely happy to do that for you. So if you want to get hold of me a bit more directly rather than the comments below, because I do sometimes miss the comments below. I do try and read them all, but sometimes I don't get the notification and I don't always see all of the comments. But if you absolutely want to get hold of me, go to my website www.swift16.co.uk and send me a message through there. I will definitely get hold of you because that's actually my work's website, and I will answer emails there. So that's the way to get hold of me directly if you want to. So as I say, I went to the Gaydon Slot Car Show yesterday and I went round all the stalls, met some people, and I obviously bought some projects and toys. So in this video I'm going to show you what I collected at the Gaydon show. Now before I start, I must correct a cosmic injustice. Now you can say what you like about the Caped Crusader and his counterpart, but as a child of the 70s, to me this is very much a Batman and Robin car, and when cost cutting goes to the extent of removing half of the characters, I think that's a step too far. So I've corrected the situation with 132 models figure of Robin, and he comes pre-painted, and I've shown him in a previous video, and now he's rightfully in the passenger seat of the Scenics Batmobile, where he always should be. So many people have already reviewed this car, so there's no real need for me to go to the ends of the earth and show it already, but I'm going to show it here, and there she is, all shiny and black, and red lines, and most importantly he had his sidekick Robin ready to go to fight the Penguin or whoever is giving him grief on that day. So there we are. So that is my Scenics Batmobile, complete with Batman and Robin. So we're running around the track at some point in the future with a little montage of other Batmobiles that I'll have by then. And we can see what she looks like running around the track for those that haven't already seen. So next up, collected from Pendle Slot, is a rather boring selection of hardware parts for a plastic 1/32 kit that I was going to build into a slot car, but that project is now changed and I'm doing it in 1/24. So these pieces are redundant, but they'll be very useful for a future project. So we've got a very nice set of wheel inserts from Slot-It. We got a standard civilian driver with a standard civilian head, a very mild ordinary motor, a pair of Slotting Plus 60mm axles in 2.38 and a Slot-It 28 tooth crown gear. So all those parts will be moved on to a future project. Don't know what that will be yet, but I got plenty of ideas. And sticking with parts, we got this Slot Track Scenics tyre pack. Now I've used these all over Crow Valley and they're absolutely fantastic, and you can cut them in half or however you want to cut them up. And what I do is I thread really stiff wire through the tyres themselves and then drill 2 holes in the baseboard and bring the wire up through the tyres and down and twist them underneath. And that way you get a really nice flexible tyre wall, so if your car hits it, it bounces off really nicely. They're very effective. I swear by these tyres. They're absolutely fantastic, and you will see me using these in the next video that I post. So I got a nice big pack of those, and they can go with the spares that I've already got left over from Crow Valley. So these are really good, guys. You want to try some of these if you haven't already. And sticking with Pendle Slot parts, I picked up this 1/24th scale set of parts for a car and also 1/24th scale wing mirrors. Now, from a previous visit to Gaydon, I picked up that this very, very nice Corvette from Phil Smith Models, and it's got a Plafit chassis on it. And it's a very nice car. It runs really, really well, but it is missing a rear wing and it is missing its rear view mirrors. I have a suspicion that these rear view mirrors might be a little bit small, even though they're BRM and 1/24th scale. I'm not quite sure they're quite big enough, so they may go on a different project and I'll make a set of 1/24th scale. But this is what I want from this pack, is basically just that rear wing, and I can paint him up, put him on the back of the Corvette, and get this Corvette all finished up. So this was from a previous purchase at Gaydon from Phil Smith Models. Good seller, and this is a really nice car with a really cool chassis. So that's what I got to finish off my Corvette. Now this is something of a blast from the past for me. Back when I was about 9, I was playing on my mate's floor with Scalextrics, and we tied a plastic dog behind my friend's John Player's Special racing car. It was tied together with a little bit of string and a plastic dog, and we whizzed it around the track for a few hours, having a lot of fun and making some memories. So this car was one of the nicest examples of his car that I could find at the show, and it's just a little bit of nostalgia for me. Is it a performance car? Absolutely not. Does it mean something to me? Absolutely. It marked a point in my life that was extremely special for that one moment, and it stuck with me ever since. And I showed him this car the other day, last night, on Facebook, and he laughed his head off. So he remembers the episode extremely well. So it's a lovely little car, really nice decals on it. Nothing's really rubbed off or worn. It still runs. So I should give this a service at some point and run it around the track. And I just think it'll be a really nice piece of nostalgia for me. So I was really happy to get this. It was only £10. The whole car was £10, and it really runs well, and it's in really nice condition. So I was really pleased to get this one. So next, we have some stickers. Lots and lots of stickers. Now this is something that all the manufacturers really should be doing, is supplying stickers, because it's great advertising for them and it's really good for us users of slot cars. So as you can see, I've got a selection here from Staff's Wheels and STNE and Avant Slot. Now sticking with STNE, this is the STNE figures, the guys here that are watching my progress in this unboxing video. And these are made by Ron at STNE. He's a fantastic guy, and these are fantastic figures, and I use them all over Crow Valley, and I'm going to use them on my next track build and all my track builds, to be fair. Ron's a really helpful guy, really, really friendly, very accommodating. He's got a fantastic eBay shop and also a really good, very active Facebook page. And he is actually on YouTube as well, apparently, but he doesn't do too much on YouTube. But if you don't know anything about these resin figures, you really ought to check out Ron's Facebook page, a link down below, because he's a great guy. It's a really active community, and these figures are really, really good. Like I say, they're all over Crow Valley, and they're absolutely fantastic figures. So if you haven't done so already, check out Ron's Facebook page, because he's really, really good. So he also does a range of stickers, which are really nice, and some great stickers here to go along the barriers of your track. And obviously, as you've seen, we've got some Staff's Slots wheels, which I find these quite useful to the barriers as well. And also these ones from Staff's Slots. These are really Staff's Wheels. These are really, really good stickers. These are the white ones, and these are the black ones, obviously. These are really good for sun visors and bits and bobs like that on your car, or maybe putting on the wing of your car. The sticky is really, really sticky, and the transparency behind the lettering is really clear. So you can put them over your car, and they work really, really well. So I got a fresh stash of these, and they'll be very, very useful. And this guy here apparently makes all the stickers for Ron, so worth checking out this guy as well, I think. So walking around the show, I also found these. These are Kyosho 1/43 scale slot cars. Now I've got a few more of these indoors and I'm going to do a little video on them. But these are really, really nice little cars. They're really good performance and they go extremely well. Kyosho, a little bit of a odd brand for slot cars, but they do exist in the slot car world. And these are really nice. I couldn't put them back. I picked them up and I thought, no, got to have them. Porsche 917K and whatever this Mazda is, I don't know. But it's just, they're really, really cool. So, really smart. I was happy with these. £15 the pair. I don't think you can go wrong at that. So, really glad to get these. There's been a hole in my slot car collection, and that hole is a classic red Ferrari. Now, I haven't had one ever, in fact, because I just can't work out what Ferrari I actually want. And eventually, I decided I was going to go for this GTO, because it's absolutely beautiful in its stunning red. And obviously it's a fly, so it's not going to run particularly amazingly. I don't care. I bought it as a shelf queen, and I just think she looks absolutely beautiful. So this is number 88 of 200. Not that that actually makes a difference, I don't believe, but it is what it is. But it's an absolutely beautiful car, and it's going to look really nice on my shelf with all my other display models. I'm not going to upgrade this one on my channel or change anything or do anything with it at all. It's just for my personal amusement, sat on the shelf looking pretty. So that is my fly Ferrari GTO. So I'm not going to say much about this. I'm just going to let the images do the talking and you can join the dots. But what I will say is that I bought this 1/64th scale model car from eBay for a reason, and I will unveil that now and you can join the dots. Also, with my ever expanding projects of Pendle Slot kits and so on, they were extremely generous and gave me 3 brand new cases to put 3 more projects that I've got coming in the system into their boxes. So thank you for that, Pendle. These were a little gift from Pendle Slot Racing so that I can put all my projects that I'm doing of their cars into their cases. Now, I've always loved this car, and up till this point, I've never actually owned one in slot car form. And if you pay for your ticket at Gaydon this year, you got to go into the show through a different door. And in that door, on the other side of the aisle, was a whole range of models of this exact car in the display cabinets that you could see when you were processing your ticket on your phone. And I thought, well, there you are. There's a little bit of subliminal messaging there. So I made this my chance to go and buy the car that I've never actually had in slot car form. It's actually my most favourite modern racing car. And as Slot R told me, it's hardly modern. It's 40 years old. But it's modern to me because anything past 1970 is modern to me. So I finally got one and I absolutely love it. And as you know, this wing comes separately so it fits in the box and doesn't break off. And you also get a spare wing on the back there as well. But absolutely love this car, and for me it's got to have the rear spats. It's not the same car without them. So there we are. So there's my Castrol Jaguar XJR 10. Absolutely love this car. Beautiful car, and now I've got one in my collection finally after years and years and years. So while going through Pendle Slot's website looking for things to buy, my wife saw me looking and she said, "Oh, they're pretty." And I said, "Yes, they are, aren't they?" And she decided that she was going to partake in the perusing of their website. And she decided that she wanted this car as well, but in the orange. So I got her one. So this is my car and the orange one is her car. So we can now go blasting round the track together and she can have some fun with her slot car as well. She's already taken hers out because she's impatient and she couldn't wait to have a look at it. So there you go. So this is the Polycar BRZ, is it? Or BRM? I forget now what they got. BRZs, aren't they? So the Subaru BRZ. So she's obviously got the orange one, which is very, very gold. And I got the teal one, which is very, very teal. And this now goes with the other one that I picked up the other day, which I will show in a later video when I show these in a little bit more detail. Again, those videos have all been done to death, but you know, I'll do it as well, and I run them around the track. So that's my teal one, and this is my wife's one, and she likes it very much. And again, from Pendle Slot Racing, I picked up this garage kit. Now, I didn't even know that Pendle Slot did these until I saw their stand this weekend. But what this is a flat pack kit of a nice pit side garage. It's got lots and lots of nice detail to it, and having seen a couple of them built up on their stand, I was quite taken by these. I'm going to build this up in a future video very, very soon, and you can see what this one's all about. But this is actually a really nice garage and well worth the time to watch a video of it being built. So that's what I'm going to be building very soon, is this particular garage. It'll go on another video that I'll be making very soon as well, which you will see. So this is a garage kit all ready to go. And last but very definitely not least, we have another imminent Pendle Slot resin kit build, that being this Vauxhall. Now this is a really odd kit of a very obscure car in my opinion, but I think it's a really interesting, pretty car, and I can't wait to get building it. And as you can see, it's of an estate car, or a station wagon if you're American. But it's really, really nice. And as you can see, I bought the full kit, which includes an adjustable chassis, an extremely nice set of alloy wheels and tyres. I actually ordered these Ross style wheel inserts instead, because I think they're more in keeping with the period of the car. Not more in keeping, but more interesting to the period of the car, because the original hubcaps, they're a little bit plain, and these inserts are definitely in time period correct. And a very nice interior as well, with obviously a really nicely detailed driver figure, and obviously the hardware as well. So this will be coming up in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed to see this car being built along with all the other projects that I've got going. So here it is, the entire stash of things that I bought from the Gaydon Slot Car Festival in 2024. And again, thank you to all the people that came up to me and wanted to chat about the channel and your projects, and wanted to get some feedback from me about various things. It really is nice to get that feedback, and I'm very, very humbled that you're interested in what I do, because quite frankly, I didn't know what to expect when I started this channel, but it's clear that a lot of you guys out there really enjoy what I do, and that's fantastic. So thank you very much indeed. And hopefully some of these items on the table now will become just as iconic as the Volvo build that I did, and you'll enjoy watching those videos in the future as well. So if you've enjoyed this sort of content, maybe you'll subscribe, and if you could hit the little bell button, that would be awesome. So until the next time, thank you very much.